Are talented people responsible for holding untalented people accountable? And I say that to say, if you're a good rapper, a very talented rapper, is it your job to tell somebody that sucks at rapping and they've been rapping their whole life that maybe they should pursue undercourt?
You want my honest answer?
I want your honest answer.
Okay, so the way that I see it, let's say that I see somebody who I might not think that they have the best ability. My job is to encourage them and say, hey, great job. And maybe along their lines, they'll see that maybe they should or shouldn't be doing it. That's not my job to tell them they shouldn't be doing it.
You don't think so?
What if
at 60 they make
what
it?
What if when I first started freestyling, I was making no sense, the person I was better?
I'm not talking about that time span. I'm definitely not talking when you're that young.
Okay.
But I mean, like, if you've seen a nigga rap since he was 15 and this nigga still ain't got a single that's got over 100 clicks at 45.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to be the one to tell him, bro, this isn't your job?
Don't be a dream killer.
Fuck
Ain't
that
my
shit.
job, man.
I'm killing that nigga's dreams. What?
There's a reason why he didn't give me a mic tonight. I was shutting up.
What do you think is a proper role, Tim? What do you think is a proper role? Because I know you, nah, you're not going to do this. Because I know you would have William hung somebody.
I think it's easier to constructively encourage rappers than singers. With singers, you should tell them, yo, you should probably try something else. Or, yo, you should probably start.
That's all I'm asking. Are you allowed to tell somebody that they should try something else?
But it's easier with singers because some singers that can't sing can write. Like, yo, you should be writing for people.
You don't think that's disrespectful if you telling a singer, like, nah, you should just be a songwriter? That sounds funny. If somebody says you be like, nah, bro, you're better as a songwriter.
And they should be like, if I can get paid, I'll do it. But they won't.
No, they'll be like, my feelings are hurt.
But rappers, it's hard. Because rap is subjective to your fan base.
Yeah, but garbage is garbage, no matter,
Well,
like, who you are.
most
I know
rappers,
trash because it goes in a trash can.
You can't tell a rapper, like, you're trash. You can say, like,
Sure you can.
you can say what you could do better. Yo, you should work on your punchlines. Oh, yo, you should work on your cadence better. I think you can encourage a rapper better than a singer.
Yeah.
A singer either got it or he don't.
That's true.
Or she or a rapper, you can kind of guide
Yes,
them.
there are more elements of rapping that you can teach. You can teach somebody how to how to cadence better. You can teach a rapper how to flow better. You can't you can teach a rapper how to deliver it. Shit, back in our days, I had to learn because J Pat's here and only J Pat knows of my old-fashioned music career.
All right.
You'll still never get that mixtape, The Fall and the Rise, but it's still in the pocket. But even back then, there were certain things that I had to like learn how to bring my own energy about that. Now I've utilized it to podcasting, so that's easy because I'm talking, and my voice sounds stupid when I rap. So, but at a certain point, like I feel like you should be able to tell somebody like, nah, bro, this ain't for you. This ain't your space.
But sometimes it's just expression. Like, rap is so expressive.
But you're talking about content creation, I think. I think you're getting misconstrued with content creation. I'm not talking about being a rapper.
Career in rap?
No, just like...
Or rapping at open mic. Because at open mic, I could, hey, yo, you killed it. If you get the crowd involved at open mic, you won. I don't care about how gifted or talented. I don't care.
I agree. I
If they
agree.
wanna stream your stuff, maybe not.
I agree.
But you got them engaged. Something about you.
But I don't think just because you're at open mic, you're trying to pursue a career in
No,
music.
I don't either.
That's true.
That's the difference, though.
Most aren't.
But like, if somebody's trying to hand you their mixtape on the street and you
they're
listen to it,
saying, yo, let's do a record together. Now I can tell you. 'Cause now-
okay, will you tell a garbage nigga no?
If what?
If he's like, hey, you trying to do a track with me?
You know what
And
I'm
he
going to do? To be honest, I'm going to say I'll do it, but it's going to cost you. I mean, that's my.
Nah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's my-
I got
that's
nothing for
my
that.
battle.
That's fair. So you do homie hookups for talented niggas.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be the one to tell motherfuckers like, nah, because I've had to do it in the past. Now, regardless of whether those niggas listen to me, it's on them.
Yeah.
But I've given my suggestions. And some niggas I like, because I'm keen on putting out certain things from certain niggas and be like, yo, I love this about you. I'm not really a fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that walk in the open mic and I'd be like, nah, I'm not really a fan. And y'all would be surprised.
Yeah.
It's not really a conversation I need to have with them in those moments.
Right.
But that's because just because you're at open mic doesn't mean you're pursuing a musical career.
No, that's true.
So,
I know a lot of people that's out there that
So-
I'm like Eve. Shout out Eve.
Mhm.
Eve, take music serious.
Yeah, well, she definitely does. I love when she gets out of that bubble.
I do too.
Once she gets out of that bubble, it's like, holy fucking shit, girl, you could blow this damn roof off.
Yeah. But she won't take it serious.
Yeah.
I'm like, Eve, just record a video of you singing and post it.
That's all it takes. Especially if you're that kind of talented. Like, yeah, you with a guitar and just vocal alone. Shout out Eve. He's super talented. Yeah. She just got to stop being nervous. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, no, and that's why I say I think it's content creation as a whole. Because a lot of people are like, hey, I'm a producer, rapper, singer, songwriter. And your only talent might be production.
Mm-hmm.
Your only talent might be songwriter. But that's why I throw content creation in there, because if you're a content creator and all you do is post TikTok and all your TikTok skits are garbage.
Right.
It doesn't matter whether you're singing, dancing, or just fucking having fun. Your videos are fucking garbage. You're a garbage content creator. Everything that you're doing is garbage.
And you would tell them that.
I would 100% tell them that.
Okay.
But I might just be in a matter of trolling.
Right.
That might be the big difference.
Okay.
It's like, I might just be trolling their bullshit. It's just like, hey, man, get this dude the fuck off the internet. But I think, because it goes back to a basketball player. Like, I think that's a good analogy for the situation. It's like, if you're a basketball player and this guy's like, yo, I've been playing my whole life, and that nigga sucks after playing his whole life. You're not about to bring him on the stadium court.
Yeah.
You might play backyard basketball with him.
Yeah.
But you're not bringing something official.
Yeah.
Because at that point, talent is important.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're a big name artist, you're not gonna bring some whack nigga to open your show for you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the equivalent of telling somebody, nah, you don't meet the standards.
Right.
You're not as good as you might aspire to be or think you are.
True.
So I'm definitely one to tell these niggas they suck. But I try not to, as long as they are. I don't tell them they suck if I'm not better than the people I'm comparing myself to. I can't tell a lot of podcast hosts they suck unless they really suck.
Right.
But, like, I'm not the bar.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really know who the bar, because a lot of niggas say Joe Rogan. I'm like, I don't even think Joe Rogan's the best podcast host out here.
Yeah.
Like, Joe Rogan just has a giant catalog and good guest.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the best podcast host out there. Fight me if you disagree. I'm kidding. Don't fight me. Fight me in the comment section if you disagree. If you think Joe Rogan is the best podcast host, just step your podcast up. That's first and foremost. But
You ever heard of Megan Batoon?
Megan Platoon?
Batoon,
no.
Okay. She has a podcast, I think. But I was just wondering. All right.
Is she good?
Looking.
She's got that pretty perk.
Yeah.
Pretty privilege?
Yeah. She's
Shout out
she's
episode
gorgeous.
52. Or 62. Yeah, shout out episode 62. Yeah. But I'm definitely going to be one to call y'all out, because you guys are talentless and you think you're the shit. But only in certain settings. Like, if you tell me I should come on your show because I know how to talk about things. I fucking hate that. I'm so tired. That's the one thing I'm tired of dealing with, is like people say, hey, you should. So after the last episode, subscribe to the Patreon, because the reason why I went from 61 to 63 is because you're not a Patreon. If you want to see 62, it's a Patreon exclusive. Shout out to my homegirl Alaska. She came through and brought some entertainment. So, but after I did that episode with her, we met at the place where we originally met, and her friends were basically like we were talking about the dog ownership conversation that we had during that episode. And we were talking about that at the place, and her friends were like, you should let us come on the podcast. We love to argue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's not really the premise of this podcast.
Right.
I don't just bring people on so we can have arguments.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just a casual fucking conversation. It's not an interview. It's just conversation. Get people to know your insights as opposed to like your backstory.
Yeah.
So, but you coming out and telling me, hey, you should let me on your podcast because I like to argue. That's an instant hell no. Even J Pat was quick to, hop on that one. Like, have you ever been on a podcast before? J Pat's been here for countless fucking episodes. He's been my guest 5 times. He knows how this shit goes.
Right.
He knows how much work has to go into just producing one episode of a podcast. And I'm not even talking about the post-production. I'm talking about the pre-planning.
Yeah.
Like, you saw me over there.
Yeah.
So, just for one episode, motherfuckers think like I can just get on your podcast and talk. It's like, no, motherfucker, you think you can come on my podcast and bite my content.
Yeah.
Because if you say, you should let me on your podcast, and I say, we're going to talk about it, and you say, I don't know, I got nothing for you. Now, this is not a shot. Because it's one thing, because when I tell you, like, hey, hit me with some topics, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you thought about it, and you had some thoughts.
Right.
And I would have called Cap anyway, because you're a freestyler. So.
Yeah.
I was definitely calling bullshit when I saw the message.
Yeah.
But that's different because I scouted you.
Right.
I came up to you and was like, yo, you should come on my show.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
If I ask you to come on my show, that's because this ain't a music podcast.
Right.
Tunes and Tantrums is for that. But it's easier to find music artists to come on the show because y'all are content creators.
Right.
I don't know many TikTokers that are walking up and down the streets. But I know a lot of artists up and down Manassas.
Right.
So that's why it's easier to bring on those kind of people, content creators. You can make something out of just a thought.
Yeah.
So when it turns into a 2-hour conversation, it's like, oh yeah, we did this shit.
Yeah.
But for somebody that just says, I love to argue, that means you want me to bring you an argument and you want to talk back towards me about it for 2 hours. And then motherfuckers don't understand how the 2-hour, like, that shit works.
Right.
It's like a song. How much time goes into, I give you 5 minutes of content. You don't realize how much went into just a 5-minute fucking song. Granted, this nigga just gave y'all a 3.5 minute freestyle.
No. People don't realize what goes into a 3-minute song.
Exactly.
It's not just here, bloop. No, there's work.
A lot that goes into it
behind that.
Even like if I take the podcast premise for where are they at? Jeremy, where are they at?
Sounds like the kitchen.
Oh my God, these niggas are just hanging out in my house.